administrative meeting of the Board of County Commissioners in Missoula County. Welcome to all of our guests out there. Annie, would you be so kind as to do roll call for us?
Online, it looks like we have Allison France, Andrew Chorney, Bryce Christensen, excuse me, Carrie Powers, Cheryl Hartman, Alicia Beckholtz, Amy Bristow, Heidi West, Jason Emery, Kyla Leonard, Melissa Fisher, Sarah Bell, Violet Plummer, MCAT, and Miss Watkins' class. And then in 206, we have Commissioners Strohmeyer and Vero, Ann Hughes, and myself, Annie Kathy.
Excellent. Thanks, Annie. So is there any public comment on items not on today's agenda? Okay, silence. So we will move on to our consent agenda, which has 8 items on it today. Would anyone like to?
Oh, sorry, Dave. Oh,
yes.
Let's do consent agenda first, and then we'll do presentation. Sorry, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
No problem. 8 items on the consent agenda. Is there anything anyone would like to pull off for discussion, or we can approve these as a block? Any comment? No.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
I will second that. Any further discussion or comment on the consent agenda? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, well, with that, it appears as though we might have a special presentation. We'll move this up in the agenda so folks don't have to sit through all of the other tedious items here we're going to be dealing with. So Big Sky High School, lay it on us. Looks like you might be muted. There we go. So the floor is yours.
Hi, we are the Environmental Studies class from Big Sky High School. I'm Lily, this is Shane. We're the 2 presenters. We are participating in what's called the RISE Challenge. The RISE Challenge purpose is to create a generation of citizens with the knowledge, skills, and motivation to improve community resilience to natural disasters. In the RISE Challenge, we take the lead as young community members and identify an issue and create a solution. Throughout the challenge, we looked at all the different natural disasters that affect Missoula, like flooding, fire, air quality, and extreme winter storms. Through this process, we decided to focus on winter weather and the challenges of driving in winter conditions. We saw and experienced troubles on snow-covered roads at seeing multiple car crashes on our way to school. We brought members from the community and city plowing to get their expertise and firsthand view. They taught us their system, mixing this knowledge with the priority plowing map that we found online. They explained they were limited by money and time. With the current resources available to them, it is impossible to plow all of the roads in quick time due to the lack of constant material and lack of workers. Busy roads take priority and are plowed first, but smaller and residential streets are often left unplowed and dangerous, sometimes blocking people into their houses. We heard a story from a community member of them getting trapped in their street after a snowstorm and having to rely on another resident who had a plow. We want to prevent this from happening in our community for the safety of Missoula's residents.
Okay, so hi, I'm Shane, and so I'm going to be talking about what we've currently done so far. We've created a survey to see if people have had like the same trouble and what they're willing to do about it. We asked questions about their winter driving experiences and their views on the plowing system in Missoula. To incentivize people to take the survey, we made 3 winter safety kits with each about like $100 worth of resources. All people should have in case of like emergency. When people took the survey, they were entered into a drawing to win a kit. We also created an educational video with the processes of plowing and inside information that we thought the community should know as well. The survey results, we found that everyone inside the Big Sky community that we surveyed is currently struggling with winter driving, especially with newer drivers. We also found that most would pay more for better snow removal, which we asked because we thought it would be somewhat useful to you. And what we want for you all is we want to know how we can help. We want, if we win this, we could have up to $1,000 to help do something. We want this money to go into our community to help, and you all have the information of where our help is most needed. So, yeah.
Excellent.
Do you, how can we see your video?
So we can send the video to you.
Fantastic. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
great. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, if you could send us the video, any of the survey information or summaries that you might have, that would be helpful. And so this is part of a contest that you're going after funds for?
Yes, it's a National Rise Challenge, and when we were entered in, we got an allowance of $300. So that's what we used to make the car safety kits. And there's different prize amounts if you end up winning the contest. So schools from around Montana compete against each other, and then schools from around the country compete against each other too.
And yeah, we'll send all the data and all the other stuff that we mentioned in the presentation to you. So
Great. And have you already applied? So how does the process go from here as far as hopefully winning?
When do you find out?
So on May 3rd, there's a big meeting of the schools in Montana that are participating. It's held at a hotel here in Missoula. So we will go to that and present our video and our survey results and talk about how we helped our community and what we really want to happen long term.
Great.
Fantastic. Questions from anyone?
No.
And anyone online joining us have any questions or thoughts?
Is there anything that you need from the county prior to your final presentation that could be useful?
Yeah, we really just want to know where our help is most needed within plowing. So whether these survey results would really help and who we should send them to, that sort of thing.
Shane, have you been in touch with Shane Stack, our Director of Public Works? Was he part of the folks you interviewed?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
no, we have not. No.
Okay, we will put you in touch with the most knowledgeable person about all things snow plowing and winter maintenance.
But I'm just realizing, were you doing your survey within city limits though, or so we would have different jurisdictions though?
No, it is Missoula County.
Oh, countywide. Okay.
Or was your survey focused on those within the Big Sky staff and students at Big Sky?
Yes, that's just who is most available to us to send the survey out to. So that is who answered it, but anybody from around the county can answer it. And we really appreciate any answers from as many people as possible. And our school district also includes people who are outside of city limits. So
Great. Okay.
So we can do two things. We can put you in touch with our communications staff here at Missoula County. They might have some ideas, and then also our Director of Public Works, who would be able to both share information about snow plowing in Missoula County, and then also might have some ideas as far as what information would be helpful for us to get back from you. How about that?
Cool. Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
sounds great.
Yeah,
Thanks.
we really appreciate this.
Thank you. Thanks. Oh, it looks like
Alicia.
Hi, I'm curious if you guys are still collecting data or has the survey closed?
The survey is not closed. We are still collecting data. So if you want to enter or,
We would appreciate
part of it, yeah,
responses.
it'd be great.
Yeah, I think we could definitely get the word out about that. Also, just so you all know, I'm the equity coordinator for the county, so I'd also be happy to be in contact so we can think about maybe those who could most use some additional services or those most vulnerable in the community for snow plowing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lily and Shane.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thank you.
Thank you.
We always are eager to hear from folks who are willing to pay more for such services. So that's great. All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us today. We'll be in touch.
Yeah, thank you for your
Thank
time.
you.
You bet.
Good job.
Good work. Good luck. Okay, we will go back to our action item list. And it looks like this is Heidi West's action item list today.
Oh my
So,
goodness, wow, it's a
Heidi,
Heidi Rush show. Yeah.
Heidi, just walk us through our agenda, basically.
Yeah, so what I have in front of you are 6 contracts for the impact grant funding. So I think you could probably take them all as a block, but I can provide some background on each project if you would like that.
Yeah, let's do that. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So we have 4 projects that received full funding from the Impact Grant program. And I know I reviewed those with you previously, but just in case anyone else wants to know what those were, the first one was to the Potomac School District for an upgrade in their cooler that stores their food, but is also available to the community for community events. That they asked for $4,000, which is the maximum amount that we're awarding, and they received a full award. So their contract is for $4,000. The second contract in front of you is with the Sealy Lake Lions Club. They are going to be bringing a swim instructor to the Sealy community to teach swim lessons. That is something that's not currently available in a community that's obviously on a lake. So water safety and knowing how to swim is very important. They also asked for $4,000, and our contract with them is for that full amount. The next contract is with the Upper Swan Valley Historical Society. That one is to construct a permanent foundation for this historic Swan River Tavern. That building is currently on like temporary wooden blocks that are rotting. And so this improves that infrastructure, which is obviously available to the public at their little historical museum. And then we have a project in Bonner. So this contract is with Friends of Two Rivers for $3,000, which is what they asked for. So they were fully funded, and this is to subscribe to an AI service to make transcriptions of their Bonner Milltown history roundtables, and then to then also hire humans to go through those AI generated transcripts and make sure that they're accurate. And those are going to be available to the public on their website. And then the last 2 projects received partial funding. The first one is with the Travelers Rest Preservation and Heritage Association, and this will bring Indigenous, I'm taking them in the wrong order. So the 5th agenda item is with the Missoula Symphony Association that received partial funding, and that will bring musicians into rural classrooms to provide demonstrations and lessons and work with kids one-on-one. So that that contract is for $2,625 and primarily covers musician stipends and travel costs. And then the last listed item is with the Travelers Rest Preservation and Heritage Association, which will bring Indigenous interpreters and demonstrators to the Travelers Rest State Park, and that also primarily covers transportation costs and stipends to the demonstrators. So those are, and they also are receiving $2,625, which is a partial funding of that project. That's all of them.
Hey, that's a lot of good stuff. Any questions?
No, just thank you so much, Heidi, and shout out to the grants team for making this happen.
And
It's
this,
great.
and just as a reminder, we had 19 applications, so this is the 6 that are moving forward. Thank you.
So, Allison, I see you out there. Thoughts on communicating this? This seems press-worthy, yeah?
Yes, I'm looking at a news release right now that we'll send out later today.
Oh,
We'll get some social media too.
okay, you are on it. Thanks.
You bet.
Yeah, thanks. I move to approve items 1 through 6.
Second, any further discussion or public comment? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, good work, Heidi and everyone else, thanks. We have no correspondence. We've already chatted with our friends at Big Sky High School, and you'll put them in touch, Annie, with who they
With
need to be.
Shane, Allison, and Alicia.
Excellent. Legislative update. No, nothing.
No,
Speechless.
we are speechless.
We are without speech.
Okay, anything else from anyone?
It's a legislative vote.
Oh.
Okay, thanks everyone for joining us. Have a great day. We're done.